crash. The old man flew from his wheelchair, hit the ground. His head struck the floor. The businessman didn't even look back. "I'm going to be late," he yelled, disappearing into the crowd. People looked. A few stopped, but then they kept walking. Not my problem. But it was one man's problem. Dwayne Johnson. He ran to the old man, dropped to his knees. "Sir, are you okay?" The old man's eyes were filled with tears. His lips trembled, and he whispered, "Nobody stopped. Nobody." Dwayne stood up and went to find that businessman JFK Airport, Terminal 5, 7:45 a.m. Dwayne Johnson was waiting for his flight back to Los Angeles. He'd gotten coffee, sat in the corner, watching people. Airports were always the same. Rush, stress, everyone running somewhere. And then he saw him. An old man, maybe 80, maybe more, in a wheelchair, white hair, trembling hands, blue shirt. On his chest, a small badge, pilot wings. The man was moving slowly, trying to turn the wheels himself. He looked tired, but he was smiling, looking at a gate, the arrivals gate, like he was waiting for someone. Dwayne smiled. It was beautiful, an elderly person waiting for someone they loved, but then someone else came. A young man, in his 30s, business suit, Italian brand, expensive watch, leather bag, yelling on his phone, "I cannot miss the Tokyo flight. Don't you understand? This is a $50 million deal." He was running, eyes on his phone, not paying attention, and ahead of him was a wheelchair. Dwayne saw him, but had no time to prevent it. "Watch out!" he yelled, but it was too late. The businessman hit the old man, direct hit. The wheelchair wobbled. The old man lost his balance and fell, thud. The old man crashed to the floor. His head hit the ground. His glasses flew off. The pilot wings tore from his chest and fell. "Ah," he groaned, held his head with his hands. The businessman stopped, looked back. "What? Why are you in the middle of the path?" he yelled. Didn't even look at the old man. Turned back to his phone. "Yes, I'm still here. Some idiot blocked my way. Anyway, continue." And he walked. Never turned back. Never apologized. People stood around. Looked. A few frowned. But nobody approached. A woman whispered, "Poor thing." A man shook his head. "I'm going to miss my flight." And they all kept walking. Only Dwayne Johnson ran. And ahead of him was a wheelchair. The crash, 2:30 to 5. Dwayne saw him, but had no time to prevent it. "Watch out!" he yelled, but it was too late. The businessman hit the old man. Direct hit. The wheelchair wobbled. The old man lost his balance and fell, thud. The old man crashed to the floor. His head hit the ground. His glasses flew off. The pilot wings tore from his chest and fell. "Ah," he groaned, held his head with his hands. The businessman stopped, looked back. "What? Why are you in the middle of the path?" he yelled. Didn't even look at the old man, turned back to his phone. "Yes, I'm still here. Some idiot blocked my way. Anyway, continue." And he walked. Never turned back. Never apologized. People stood around. Looked. A few frowned, but nobody approached. A woman whispered, "Poor thing." A man shook his head. "I'm going to miss my flight." And they all kept walking. Only Dwayne Johnson ran. First aid, 5 to 7:30. Dwayne dropped to his knees. Sir, are you okay?" The old man was crying, quietly, tears streaming down his cheeks. Nobody stopped." "I stopped," Dwayne said softly, "and I'm with you. What's your name?" "Robert," the old man said in a shaking voice. "Captain Robert Miller." Dwayne picked up the glasses, wiped off the dirt. gave them to Robert, then picked up the pilot wings. Were you a pilot? Robert nodded. 30 years, from this airport, thousands of flights. Dwayne pinned the wings back on Robert's chest. Then you're a hero. And heroes shouldn't be treated like this. Robert shed new tears, but these were different tears. Thank you. Dwayne lifted the wheelchair, carefully helped Robert back into it. Where were you going? My granddaughter, Robert said, coming from Chicago. 12 years old, first time flying alone. I wanted to meet her, as her grandfather. Dwayne smiled. Then let me take you there. But then he turned, looked at that businessman, still on the phone, still yelling, walking toward a gate. Dwayne's jaw tightened. One moment, he said. I'll be right back. Dwayne stood up, walked toward the businessman, long strides. The businessman was approaching the gate. Yes, I'm at the gate. Basically boarded. Dwayne touched his shoulder. The businessman turned. What? His face froze. You're Dwayne Johnson. Yes, Dwayne said in a cold voice. And you're very rude. The businessman laughed. Excuse me? I'm in a hurry. I need to get to Tokyo. $50 million. I don't care, Dwayne said. You just pushed a man, an old man, and didn't even apologize. He was in the middle of the path. No, Dwayne said. You weren't paying attention. You were looking at your phone, and you knocked him to the ground. The businessman shrugged. Okay, sorry. Now I need to go. Dwayne blocked his way. No, you're going to apologize to him, to his face. What? The businessman frowned. I'm going to miss my flight. I don't care, Dwayne said again. His voice deepened, his eyes hardened. That man was a pilot for 30 years. He carried people safely, saved lives, got businessmen like you to your meetings. And now he's in a wheelchair. He came here for his granddaughter. And you knocked him down. The businessman swallowed. I didn't know. Because you didn't ask, Dwayne said. Because you didn't care. Now come. Apologize to him. People gathered around them. Phones came out. Recording started. The businessman looked back, saw Robert, still sitting in the wheelchair, holding his head in his hands. The businessman took a deep breath. Walked. Robert looked up, saw the businessman. Sir, the businessman said. His voice was low. I'm so sorry. I hit you. I wasn't paying attention, and I left without apologizing. That was wrong. Robert looked quietly, then nodded. Accepted. Can I do something? Do you need to go to a hospital? No, Robert said. I just want to meet my granddaughter. The businessman nodded, pulled out his wallet. Please, let me buy you something. Food, coffee, whatever you want. Robert shook his head. Not necessary. Please, the businessman said. His eyes were wet. Please, I feel terrible. Robert hesitated, then smiled. Okay, a coffee would be nice. The businessman relaxed. Thank you. Thank you so much. He turned to Dwayne. And you too. You taught me a lesson. I'll never forget. Dwayne nodded. Good. And next time, put down your phone. Look around. See people. I will, the businessman said. I promise. Dwayne pushed Robert to the arrivals gate. People were coming out. Families hugging, children running. And then a child came out. A little girl, 12 years old, backpack on her shoulders, eyes searching. Grandpa, she yelled. Robert's face lit up. Emma, the girl ran, jumped into Robert's lap, hugged him. Both were crying. Grandpa, I missed you so much. Me too, sweetheart, me too. Dwayne smiled. His eyes were wet. Emma, still hugging her grandfather, looked up, saw Dwayne. Her eyes widened. Grandpa, that's the Rock, Robert laughed. Yes, he saved your grandpa today. Emma ran to Dwayne. Thank you. My grandpa is the best grandpa. Dwayne knelt down. I know. And you're very lucky. Take good care of him, okay? Okay. Emma smiled. Dwayne stood up, looked at Robert. You two have a great day. Wait, Robert said. What's your name? Dwayne. Dwayne Johnson. Robert extended his hand. Thank you, Dwayne. Today you didn't just help me, you reminded me that humanity still exists. Dwayne shook his hand. It always did. Sometimes it just needs reminding. That night, Dwayne Johnson posted something on social media. A photo. Robert and Emma, both smiling, and a caption. Today at the airport, a man fell from his wheelchair. 100 people saw it, but only I stopped. Why? Because everyone was in a hurry. Everyone had somewhere to be. But that man was a pilot for 30 years, saved thousands of lives. And today, nobody saved him. Except me. This is wrong. Next time you see someone falling, stop. Help. Because one day you'll fall, and you'll want someone to stop. The video went viral, 50 million views, thousands of comments. I cried. Dwayne is a hero. I'll stop from now on too. And that businessman, he posted something too. Today I learned the biggest lesson of my life. From Dwayne Johnson. I hit an old man and didn't apologize. I'm ashamed, but I've changed. I'll put down my phone now. I'll look at people. And I'll never, ever make this mistake again. Thank you, Dwayne. And Captain Miller. I'm sorry again. Today, Robert and Emma live in Los Angeles. Dwayne visits them. Emma calls him Uncle Dwayne. And at the airport, people changed. More careful, more kind, more human. Because sometimes one moment can change everything. Sometimes heroism isn't grand. Sometimes it's just stopping, just helping, just caring. Next time you see someone fall, what will you do? Will you walk? Or will you stop like Dwayne Johnson? The choice is yours. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, share it, like it, subscribe. Because sometimes one story can change a life.